Hey guys, in today's episode, we're going to talk about 3 things you need to be aware of when starting as a trader. Now, when I say starting as a trader, I mean starting as a new trader, meaning you're just getting into trading, but I also mean starting a new trading year. So you're at the point where the old year is done, you've got all these fresh ideas, fresh thoughts, and you're getting pumped about a fresh start for the new year. Be warned. So this article is inspired by a conversation that I had during our first week of trading, actually our first day of being back in the live trading room. By the way, if you want to join the live trading room, it's part of your 14-day risk-free trial. All you have to do is head over to www.tier1trading.com, sign up for that risk-free trial, then hop in and join us in both the London and the New York room. It's lots of fun. It's going to do wonders for your trading to be in that live environment and, of course, to be surrounded by a fantastic network of traders from all levels. We don't just look for trades. We do a lot of analysis. We do a lot of trade plan review. So you can come in, share your ideas, and get coached up. Sorry for the plug, but had to do it. But we had a good conversation to start the year with a little bit of a warning sign, because we were looking through the economic events, and in this year in particular, we noticed that the first week of trading is the first week of the new year, and there's a particular news event that comes out every first Friday, or most first Fridays, and that is the non-farm payrolls. Now, the non-farm doesn't have as much impact as it did when I first started trading. So if you go back to 2008 to 2010, this was a massive monthly news event where the market would, go crazy, 200 pips in a matter of seconds. We used to call it the fireworks show, and we used to make fun like we're all going to hide under our desk until it's over. It doesn't have that impact anymore, but it is still a major news event. The market still tends to react to it, and we may go back to the crazy reactions. You never know. These news events and their importance really change with the time, and it all depend on what the market is dealing with and concerned about at the time. But I talked about how the fact that we have this major news event on the first week of trading, this can be a trap for a lot of new traders. And in this article, I'm going to talk about 3 really obstacles and hurdles that traders get stuck into. So it says, the start of the new year can be a very exciting time, but also a very dangerous one. It's exciting because it's looked at as a fresh start where you can erase all your sins of the prior year and start anew with new dreams, new ideas, and new tactics. From a trading perspective, this means a clean slate on your balance sheet and a chance to get off to a hot start. But be warned, this is a dangerous way of thinking for a few reasons. Number 1, too much excitement. The honest truth is that the market doesn't offer as many opportunities as you think. Correction. The market offers opportunities. The market doesn't offer as many good or quality opportunities as you may think. Most of trading is really sitting on your hands and waiting for those good opportunities to appear while trying your hardest to avoid the bad ones. We call those the traps. However, when you're overcome with the excitement of a brand new year, waiting is easier said than done, especially as everyone on your social media feed is bragging about how much money they've already made in their first day of trading. This will often cause a trader to bail on his or her plan and give into, quote unquote, finding action versus waiting for good trades. And trust me, that always ends poorly. And this is a common thing for newer traders because, again, if you're like most people, the start of a new year or the start of anything new, if it's not a new year, just a kind of you're new to trading and you just loaded up your live account, is we have a bunch of toys. We want to play with it. We want to get started. And imagine yourself as a kid on Christmas where you can have all these presents and you're like, okay, here are all your presents, but you can open them, but you can't play with them. So you can just look at them while they're in the box, right? It's really hard. It takes a massive amount of discipline. And most newer traders haven't had that discipline built into them yet. So there's this need to be involved. There's this need to find action, especially as all your other trader friends are out playing with their toys. And when this happens, you start taking less quality trading opportunities because you're not really waiting for the opportunities that meet your plan. You're just wanting to be involved because, well, you want action. Number 2, too much confidence. Getting off to a hot start is great, but it's important that you don't allow yourself to become overconfident. Overconfidence can lead to overtrading, and that diminishes the quality of trading opportunities that you'll take. It can also lead to over leveraging and trading a position size that is way too big. This year in particular, as I mentioned earlier, we have the major news events, non-farm payroll on the first week, and no doubt there will be a handful of traders that happen to be in the market when it occurs, and they get lucky and they're on the right side, and boom, they make a killing. Now, even though this move is by pure accident, they take it as a sense of, I got this. I'm the best. I'm a trading god. I can't be stopped. And this can lead to a massive amount of overconfidence and cause some major problems down the road. And again, a few of those major problems are overconfidence, meaning more trading. Like, you're so good, you're just going to take low quality opportunities because, you're good. You've got the eye, you've got the gut feel, and everything is going to win. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Another problem is over leveraging, right? Because you're so good, you want to make more out of your wins, right? You caught this hot move, but you didn't really make your 50%. So now you're upping your position size because your skill or your perceived skill is good enough that you can do so. And then when you hit that losing streak, you just lose even more. Number 3, too much anger. Anger can cause a handful of responses. The need to get back at the market for what it took for you, aka revenge trading, or having cold feet, right? Fear of entering new trades because of the previous results. It's important to understand that trading is a marathon and that we're only at the beginning of the race. Take it from someone who has ran multiple marathons, not all smartly. You can't win the race in the first mile, but you certainly can lose it. And it's important, and I know the feeling of being excitement and getting off to a bad start, right? Years ago, I was all excited about adding new things, and I had a hot year the year before, and I was ready to return to that hot year, and I started off with a 17% drawdown. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced because you're so excited, you're so fired up just to be disappointed. But it's funny, I actually documented that year on YouTube, right? If you go back to my YouTube archive, somewhere in those, 700 plus videos, there's a video from that year. I want to say it was 2020 or no, 2019 or 18. I want to say 19. But we talked about, hey, I documented saying, hey, I'm losing, I suck. But it's only January, it's only February. We have plenty of year left. And I'm going to dig myself out of this drawdown. And I shared the equity curve of, hey, the first 6 weeks were atrocious. I spent about another 3 or 4 weeks kind of steadying the ship, getting back to kind of just stopping the bleeding and getting back to neutral. And then I spent the rest of the year on an upward swing. It was one of those years where, I just took all my medicine in the beginning of the year. So it's important to understand that you don't have to win right now. You have to have a long-term vision, a long-term goal of trading success. Trading success doesn't come from a single trade, a single day, a single week, a single month, not even a single quarter. I measure success on a year-to-year basis, and it's all about what you can do at the end of the year. So if you're getting off to a rough start, I know it's difficult, but don't try to make it back at once, right? Because you're just going to lose even more. It's like struggling in quicksand. The more you struggle, the more you fight, the faster you're going to sink. But also don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't jump ship. Don't bail on your strategy. Don't bail on yourself. You have plenty of time, right? Refer to your back testing if you did it. Gain your confidence from there. Talk to traders in your community because trust me, we've all been through it before. And use that to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then just refocus on your plan, commit to doing things the right way. And if you do, you should be able to dig yourself out of that hole. So those are 3 warning signs that you should be aware of whenever you start the beginning of the year or whenever you get started in trading, whether it's, whatever time of year it is. Hopefully that helps you guys. Hopefully you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made. And hopefully you do me a favor by subscribing, liking, or following this podcast and sharing it with your network so you can inform other people of these lessons as well. All right, until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. If you're interested in more trading education or hopping in a live room, you can do so as part of your 14-day risk-free trial over on our website. All you have to do is go to www.tier1trading.com, sign up for the 14-day trial membership. You get access to live rooms, you get access to accountability sessions, you get access to download software, pattern recognition software, structure software. What else am I missing? You get some other stuff too. Access to our community chat. I feel like I'm missing something else. You get access to a lot of stuff. Oh, some training courses too. Forgot the most important part. Anyway, www.tier1trading.com. Look forward to seeing you on the platform.